My 3 favorite basketball shoes of 2022. LeBron 20.
Yes.
The Curry 10.
Yes.
And these.
Yes.
Yeah, they're good. WearTesters. All right. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching WearTesters on YouTube. My name is Jackson. Today we got a performance review on the New Balance Two Wxy V3. Dare I say, this is the best basketball shoe that New Balance has put out, at least since they came back into the basketball world. Whatever pair Matt Bonner was playing in must have been really good because he didn't ditch those for years. But this is hands down one of the best basketball shoes of the year. And it will probably continue to be one of the best basketball shoes on the market into 2023.
What's better than this?
There are a lot of things that I love about this shoe, but if I have to pick one thing as my favorite, I'm gonna go with the fit. These things fit like a glove. I got my true size and I'd recommend that for pretty much everybody. If you are a wide footer, it might be a little bit tricky. These do run a little bit narrow through the midfoot. The good thing is this is New Balance. So like with a lot of their other shoes, they also offer a wide version of the Two Wxy V3. Sizes on their website can be kind of hit or miss because the wide version is really popular. I didn't play in any of those, but they're there. As for the standard version of the shoe, heel, midfoot, forefoot, everywhere, lockdown is pretty much perfect. You have a slightly asymmetrical lacing setup with some cables that are used as the eyelets. They act a lot like flywire cables, and you do sit within the midsole just a little bit. The shoe's torsion bar also is right here, actually on the lateral side of the shoe, and that does help a little bit with lateral containment. And then you got this big N that is also used for lateral containment. When you first put the shoe on, you may need to mess with the lacing up here a little bit just so that this fits over your foot the way that it should. But once you do, the fit is going to be excellent. So good. My foot was locked into place the whole time. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about the fit. It was pretty much perfect.
Yes, excellent.
Moving on to another pretty much perfect part of the shoe, let's talk about the traction. You've got a multi-directional setup and you've also got some little suction cups there in the forefoot as well as in the heel. Those little cutouts help with the cushion a little bit, but they also help with the traction. And the traction's performance is
sensational.
The rubber compound is tacky, the rubber itself is pretty soft, and those grooves are pretty thin and pliable. So this traction stuck to every court that I played on. As far as outdoor use goes, I wouldn't do it. This is the pair that I've actually been playing in, and some of the rubber grooves out here by the outrigger on this part of the shoe are actually starting to fray off completely. And again, that's just from indoor use. I haven't taken these outside because I live in the Midwest and it's cold. So durability wise, indoors you're gonna be fine. Having those couple of grooves fraying off hasn't impacted performance at all, but you would see a lot more of that much more quickly if you were to take these outdoors onto a rougher surface. Now moving on to the only part of the shoe that I really didn't like a lot. And that's the cushion. What we've got here is full-length fuel cell. If you've played in really any other New Balance basketball shoe, then you have some experience with this. It's a full-length dual density setup, and on some of these colorways like this one, you can actually see the two different densities of foam in there. You also have absorb cushion in the heel and forefoot. I'm not too familiar with exactly how absorb cushion works, but I know that these circles here, both, here and in the heel, they're there to kind of signify that that's there, and also to help the cushion have some room to compress a little bit. When you first put these on, it doesn't really feel like much, and it softens up a little bit as you play in them. But what this is a low to the ground setup. Court feel is abundant. Impact protection is okay. Overall, it's pretty neutral. That foam will start to compress and soften up just a little bit the more that you break these in, but don't expect anything plush or bouncy or anything like that. What you're getting is court feel and a really smooth transition and a decent amount of impact protection. Now let's move on to the materials. You've got a kind of molded mesh material throughout most of the shoe. It's pretty thin, it's really soft, and it moves with your foot really well. Absolutely zero break-in time required with this stuff. In the back, you're gonna have a mixture of materials depending on what colorway you have. You've got a felt-like material in the back. I wouldn't really call it suede. And that material is also on the tongue. This colorway's got some patent leather there on the back, but everything that you're feeling is that mesh material. It feels very comfortable around your foot. You've also got a little toe rand right here just for a little bit of added durability where you need it, and that combined with the fit, man, this is one of the best uppers on a shoe in a while. I didn't experience any durability issues indoors with these. If you take them outside, I don't know. If you take these outdoors, the traction's gonna wear out first, but those uppers are probably gonna wear out pretty quickly afterwards. And now moving on to the support, like I said, you've got this TPU piece right here in the midfoot that kind of acts as your torsion support. You've also got a really stable base. You're pretty low to the ground, the cushion is pretty neutral, and you don't have an outrigger out here, but the base is wide enough for you. So you got a whole lot of stability underneath your foot. And like I said, these are flexible up in the toe area, but the rest of the shoe is gonna be sturdy enough to provide the support that you need. You got an internal heel counter locking things down in the back half of the shoe. And the lacing setup works really well to provide you with a one-to-one fit. You combine all of that with the stellar fit, and this is gonna be a really supportive shoe for anybody of any position. And that's pretty much it. The 2Way V3 is one of the best shoes of 2022, hands down.
I guarantee it.
In the future, I'd like to see New Balance incorporating fuel cell that feels more like it does on the running models. So, you know, a little bit softer, a little more rebound from it. Because the neutral cushion on this is the only downside that I can really see. It's not bad cushion, it's just...
I mean, it's all right, like...
But everything else, the fit, the traction, the materials, the support...
It was perfect. Perfect.
The shoe really does feel like an extension of your foot. It's also really lightweight. It's not quite a true low cut, maybe in like that 3/8 range, and it just feels incredible on foot. This is the shoe that I've been taking with me every time I play, and if I'm testing something else that I don't like very much, these are coming out. And New Balance has given us all of this for 120 bucks.
Pretty damn cool!
And that's just the retail price. If you wait a little bit, you're probably gonna be able to get them for even less. So like I said, my 3 favorite shoes of the year, LeBron 20, that goes for 200 bucks. Curry 10, that goes for 160. And these come in at just 120.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
New Balance hit it out of the park with this one. Big thanks to them. They sent both of these pairs over. I played in this one. I haven't played in these yet, but I will. If you haven't tried a New Balance basketball shoe, this is the one to go get. This is gonna be good for players of any position. I think guards especially are really gonna like this one. So if you've played in the 2Way V3, drop a comment, let me know what you think about them. Hopefully you like them as much as I do. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace and much love to you. Wide footers. But since the, yeah. What am I gonna say here? And then he got, when you, what else we gotta say? See, can you see that? I don't know. Gonna be sturdy enough to provide support for, you know, let's not put that in there. Sensational. That's good.